This video app review is brought to you by the iPhone AppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhone AppReview.com. We're slinging out yet another video review today, this time taking a look at an application that's called AutoValve. As you can see, I've got the icon on my springboard ready to go. And this application is available for $1.99 in the App Store, and it's of the music variety. So if that doesn't turn you on at all, I guess now is a good time to bail. But for the rest of you, we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing and just kind of give you a brief overview of what it is. It's kind of in the same vein as a couple other apps that we've seen in terms of offering sort of retro effects functionality. And I guess that's a good way to start. Actually, this offers a lot more than some of the other apps we've seen because most tend to just stick to vinyl. However, AutoValve offers a total of 4 different effects to scroll through. So you've got the vinyl, you've got the reel-to-reel, as well as a cassette deck, and even an old-fashioned speaker in the window of your car. I don't know if any of you remember this, but that's if you're from that area, you will remember those little tinny speakers that used to sit up in the windows and would blare music at you. So there's that, and all of these are very functional. We'll give you a demonstration of each in just a second. But before we go any further, I just wanted to mention that we really did enjoy this kind of scroll wheel mechanic. We really liked the fact that we could scroll through all of these very easily, getting to them at a whim. And even while you're playing the track, you can slide through. We also like the fact that you have this cassette deck style playback feature option, as well as the song title, artist name, album name here with this one, where you can slide again and just get a simple analog volume knob there, volume rocker. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and just launch into a song, I guess, and show you a little bit of how this works. This does not provide a straight graphical representation like some apps like iVinyl or those other sorts of apps that integrate with your iPod and then kind of turn it into a fake turntable or something like that. This is actually just straight effects. We're going to go ahead and show you the settings for that. Each of these effects actually comes with its own, set of knobs along the bottom to help you out. Like this one's got, this is for the vinyl, of course. You have 3 different scratch tracks that have been recorded for you to use, and you can actually change the volume of those scratch tracks within the mix. Obviously, it goes from 1 to 11. Nice little pun there. Or I guess that's just a joke. Anyway, nice little joke there. And either way, it works very, very well. So you can fine-tune the amount of scratching that you actually want in your mix. We're going to set it to about 5 or so if I can actually get there. There we go. And there's also 2 different skins, it's worth noting. We've got a sort of 70s look and then a 60s look. We happen to like the 60s look slightly more, just because we're kind of more partial to the era. But otherwise, they're both fantastic. So actually, we're going to go ahead and swap to that. And of course, here's a master switch to turn off or on the effects. Enough of that, let's go straight to the music. It's worth noting, too, that you are going to have lots of DRM issues with this app. So if you've downloaded anything from iTunes, like we bought The Cream of Clapton a while back, and that came that was back in the days of the iTunes Gestapo, where they had the DRM pretty well locked down, so you couldn't take your music anywhere. These will not load. If I hit this, actually I'm not sure, there we go, excuse me. If I hit this, obviously it says it cannot play it. That's because of the DRM issues. And in fact, it kind of locked up the app the last time we did it. Another thing you're noticing, or maybe noticing, is the fact that we have to go through this playlist. You have to create a new playlist each time. You cannot actually go straight from your iPod, which is a bit of a drag, but not so bad as the DRM, actually. So this means that if you have any songs that were downloaded from that era, they will not work, which means you'll have to get them from somewhere else and somehow load them into your iPod, or go through other methods, which is a bit of a drag. Thankfully, stuff like our Kills record here, that we bought fairly recently, works absolutely fine. So we're going to go with Kissy Kissy to show you a little bit of this. Alright, this should start sometime soon. Actually, the app seems to have locked up on us. Yeah, because we're still stuck on badge. Alright, well, sorry, we're going to do an all-stop abort here really quick. So we didn't have that happen too often, only when we tried to load DRM tracks, so I guess that's worth noting as far as review purposes goes. It is slightly, unfortunate. Now the whole thing is locked up. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully we can get, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. That did happen occasionally, so that is worth noting that, you do have that in there. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that, guys. So here we are playing Kissy Kissy. I'm going to turn down the volume just a little bit. And so you get a nice demonstration of the vinyl kind of sounds there. And then you can go to reel to reel for a little bit slightly different analog sound. And of course, like we said, each of the settings comes with this: tape mix, tape speed, etc. You've also got the cassette, which we kind of favored more. We like that comforting hiss. And then you've got the stereo in a window, which is actually quite nice. It's got a unique sound to it. And of course you can pause this at any point and play it using these controls, or stop it entirely, or even skip to the next track in your playlist. So that's pretty much what AutoValve has to offer. If you're into this kind of thing, this sort of retro effects, you know, this is a good train to jump onto. You know, it's only $2 in the App Store, which is a pretty good bargain for what you're getting. But that being said, with the DRM issues, you know, and the quality of design factored in as well, the real value that you're going to get out of this largely depends on you. It largely depends on how much you enjoy this sort of thing, or how much you're actually going to use it. We do wish it integrated with the iPod a little bit better, although we are pretty enamored with the various settings, and the sounds themselves are fantastic. So with that in mind, AutoValve is going to get a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars from us. Like we said, it largely depends on how much you're going to enjoy this in terms of value. So that's it. That's all we have to say about AutoValve. And again, this is available for $1.99 in the App Store. At this point, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I want to encourage you to check out all the other YouTube videos that are on our YouTube channel. Or you can go to the iPhoneAppReview.com for heaps of our written reviews as well. We're posting new content to both places with some frequency, so check back often. That's all we have to say, so we're going to go ahead and sign out. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.